I got the notification at 2:41 in the morning. Not a message, not a call, just one of those passive push alerts we all get and ignore. We made a new playlist just for you. From Spotify. I should have ignored it. I usually do. But I couldn't sleep. I hadn't slept right in weeks, and some part of my brain latched onto the distraction like it was a rope thrown into a dark pit. So I tapped it. The playlist was titled, "For When You Can't Let Go." It gave me chills. I don't know why. Maybe because I'd never seen that kind of title from them before. Usually it's something generic like Your Summer Rewind or Late Night Moods. But this one felt personal. Too personal. There were only 6 tracks. I pressed play. The first few were just ambient lo-fi stuff, nothing weird. But the 4th one made my blood run cold. It started as a soft hum, a woman's voice, warm, close, like someone humming under their breath right beside you. Then she started singing.
I watched you walk away, but never saw you leave. You left the lights still on.
I froze. My stomach dropped, like I'd been pushed off a cliff with no warning, because I knew that voice. Even after 2 years, even through the haze of time and therapy and pills and silence, I knew that voice. It was her. Emily. She was singing. Not a cover, not a clip, not something AI generated to sound like her. It was her. Her tone, her little rise in the 3rd syllable of words, the breath she took before long verses. Stuff no algorithm could guess. The song was in English, but I swear I'd never heard it before. And the lyrics? They weren't random. They were about me. Lines like, "I watched you walk away but never saw you leave. You never answered the second knock. Don't look at the window at 3:14.
I watched you walk away, but never saw you leave."
I stopped the track, hands shaking. It wasn't just the voice or the lyrics. It was the date. The song had been added to the playlist 10 minutes before I got the notification. I went to her old SoundCloud. Empty. YouTube. No videos. Her email? Dead. I had checked all those places before. Obsessively, right after she died. But now, somehow, in the middle of the night, her voice had found me again. Through Spotify. I checked the metadata. The song didn't have a name. The artist field just said, EM. That's what she used to sign notes to me. Texts, EM, not Emily. Just that. A weird warmth rushed through my chest. Grief, longing, terror, all tangled together. I didn't sleep that night. Instead, I pressed play again. And this time, there was something new in the background. A knock. 2, actually. Then the music cut out, and a whisper said, "Third one's tonight." The next night, I didn't plan to listen again. I told myself it was a fluke. A cruel, algorithmic coincidence layered on top of insomnia and unresolved grief. But my body didn't believe me. Around the same time, 2:30-ish, I found myself holding the phone again, staring at that same playlist. Same 6 tracks, same 4th song sitting there like a landmine. I hit play. Her voice came in just like before, humming first, then singing. And then, right after the lyric, "Don't look at the window at 3:14. There it was again. Knock. Knock. I paused it immediately, held my breath, and that's when it happened. The 3rd knock. But not in the track. In real life. From the front door. I stood up so fast the phone slipped from my hand and hit the carpet. I froze, staring at the hallway. My apartment's small, just 2 rooms and a narrow kitchen, so when someone knocks, you feel it in the floorboards. And I felt it. 3 distinct knocks. Even. Deliberate. I didn't move. Not for a full minute. I didn't even want to check. The idea of looking through the peephole, of seeing someone out there, felt worse than just sitting in the dark, not knowing. Eventually, I got the courage to walk over. I didn't open the door. I just looked through the peephole. Nothing. No one. The hallway light was flickering, though. Not enough to give full vision. Just enough to suggest shadows that shouldn't be there. I backed away slowly. closed the bedroom door, put the phone under a pillow like it was infected. But my brain wouldn't shut off. Why 3 knocks? Why that exact lyric? Was it a message? A curse? A glitch? I opened the app again the next morning. The playlist title had changed. Now it said, 3 Isn't the End. Same 6 songs, except the 4th one was gone, replaced by a new one, untitled. Artist, EM. I played it. This one was darker, no melody, just breathing, then a whisper. You heard me this time. And in the background, faint but there, my own voice, saying her name. I spent the next day in a fog. Didn't go to work, didn't shower, barely ate. Just sat at my desk staring at the waveform of the 2nd song, looping the whispers, analyzing them like I was back in college dissecting spectrograms, trying to find proof that it was fake, that it had to be fake. But here's the thing. The background voice, the one I swore was mine, it wasn't pulled from a call, or a video, or anything public. It was from a voice memo I recorded 5 months after she died. A night when I'd had too much whiskey, and I talked to my phone for 17 minutes straight like she was still there. I never posted it, never sent it. It was saved locally, offline, hidden in a folder called Drafts Therapy. I searched for it again. It was gone, completely. No trace, except in the song. The exact line I whispered, "Emily, please, just one more word," was layered under the breathy beat like an echo from another room. I started digging, looked through my files, backups, anything I'd saved of her. Old videos, voicemails, songs she wrote, nothing matched. None of the new songs in the playlist were repurposed from those files. They were new, fresh, somehow custom. And every day, one more appeared, each with more of me in it. The 3rd track was titled, When You Close the Door. It opened with our old bedroom door creaking shut, the same exact sound it used to make at her apartment. I recognized the squeak at the end. That wasn't generic. Then came her voice. But not singing this time. Talking. Almost conversational. Like a voicemail, but directed right at me. You left at 2:12. I counted. You didn't take your charger, or your hoodie. You said you'd be right back. And then silence. A few seconds of ambient hum. And then, you lied. I slammed my laptop shut. I couldn't handle it anymore. I needed confirmation. Something external. So I called Thomas, old friend, music engineer, the guy who helped Emily mix her demos back in the day. We hadn't spoken in a year, not since her funeral. He answered, groggy voice. "Man, is this real?" "Yeah," I said. "I need your ears on something." I sent him one of the tracks. Told him nothing except, "Tell me if this is synthetic." 10 minutes later, he called back. His voice was flat. "Careful. That's her. It's raw. No tuning, no synth. Room tone matches her apartment. Did you find old sessions?" I said no. He paused. "Then how the fuck is she saying your name in reverb bleed?" I didn't answer. I just stared at my screen. The playlist title had changed again. Now it read, "Answer the window." I didn't want to open the window. The message from the playlist sat on my phone like a dare. Answer the window. Not open, not check, answer. That word haunted me. I ignored it at first, played dumb, put on a podcast, turned every light on, even moved my desk away from the damn thing. But then came the audio. Track 6. It appeared on the playlist just after midnight. No title, no artist. But the waveform looked different, jagged, uneven. Like someone whispering straight into a mic from inches away. I pressed play. It started with static, then breathing, then her voice, low, shaking, like she was trying not to cry. I'm outside. No music. Just that. You're pretending not to hear me. The window behind me creaked. I froze. Look. The voice wasn't in the headphones anymore. It was behind me. I turned, slow, terrified, and stared at the blinds. Closed. Motionless. but something about the air had shifted. You know that feeling when someone walks into the room behind you, even if they're silent? That pressure in the air? It was there. I reached out, pulled the blinds just an inch. Nothing. Dark alley, streetlight flickering, a trash bin tipped sideways. But right then, my phone buzzed. New track, no title. Length, 00.09. Description, live recording. What the hell? I tapped it, pressed play. I heard my voice, me, whispering, Emily, then her. Now you hear me. I dropped the phone, stepped back. Another track appeared. This one had a title, Don't Make Me Wait Again. It autoplayed before I could stop it. A melody began, gentle, like one of her old songs. Then, footsteps, getting louder, closer, until they stopped directly under the window. I backed against the wall. The music cut. She spoke again. If you open it now, I'll stay. I didn't move. Then, 3 knocks. On the glass, sharp, focused. Not wind, not random, like someone's knuckles. I wanted to scream, to move, to do anything, but my body was frozen in place. Every muscle locked down with fear or guilt or something deeper. The knocks repeated, slower this time. Then the window creaked again, from the outside, and the voice said, I kept recording, even after, even when the music stopped. Silence. The playlist disappeared from my phone, just gone. Every track, every trace, except one, saved locally. One I never downloaded. It was titled, Final Mixdown, for you only. I haven't played it, yet. I didn't touch the file for 3 days. Didn't play it, didn't delete it. Just let it sit there on my phone, glowing in my downloads folder like a buried landmine. The title was still the same, Final Mixdown, for you only. I couldn't bring myself to open it, but I couldn't erase it either. Every time I got close, something stopped me. Fear, maybe. Guilt. Or something worse. That quiet part of your brain that wants to believe it's real, even if it breaks you. On the 4th night, I woke up gasping. No dreams. Just this sharp pull in my lungs like I'd forgotten how to breathe. The window was cracked open. I never opened it. The air in the room felt wrong. Too still. Too watched. I looked at my phone. It had moved. I always left it charging by the bed. But now it was on my desk. Screen on, app open, headphones plugged in, track loaded, timer set at 0000. I walked over, slowly. I should have unplugged it. Closed the file. Walked out the door and never looked back. Instead, I sat down, put the headphones on, and pressed play. The audio began like all the others, low static, breath. But this time, she didn't sing. She whispered, Close your eyes. I did. You're in the car, driver's side, it's raining. And just like that, I was back there. That night, 2 years ago. The last night we spoke, the argument, the slammed door, the words I regret, the silence I never filled. You could have turned around, she whispered. You knew I wouldn't sleep until you did. I felt a tear slide down my face, couldn't stop it. This is the last mix, she said, but I need you to finish it. I didn't understand. Then came the sound. Knocking, but not on glass this time. On wood. The front door. 3 knocks. Then silence. I pulled the headphones off, ran to the door. Nothing. No one. But at my feet, leaning against the frame, was an old cassette tape. No label. Just a sticker with 3 letters, handwritten. EMC. I don't own a cassette player. I never told anyone what those initials meant to me. Emily Marie Carter. Only she used them. I picked it up, held it in both hands. Inside, I could feel the tape slightly warm. Still alive, still spinning. I haven't played it. Not yet. But sometimes when the house goes quiet, I hear it, playing by itself, from somewhere I can't reach.
I watched you.